So as we're going through this LinkedIn, you may have heard of some things called Open Networker or Lion, which is LinkedIn Open Networker, or other terms. But basically, this is a philosophy for yourself. You need to make the decision yourself. What do you want to do? Do you have a closed private network, which is just the people you know? Do you have an open network throughout LinkedIn, which means you'll accept basically anybody that invites you? Or do you say, no, I'm not going to have a generally open network, but I'll take an open network for paid LinkedIn members, which is what Open Link Network is, which is LinkedIn's version of Open Networker. So LinkedIn does not promote nor support OpenNetworker.com, nor do they like another group. This owns a site called TopLinks.com, which is how they started, and they don't promote you connecting with people that you don't know. Ironically, LinkedIn's paid network, if you're a paid service provider, if you pay for a membership with them, they offer you OpenLink, which allows you to connect with or message anybody else that's an OpenLink network member. There's about 65,000 or so of them. Pretty powerful, but that's somewhat ironic, right? So what the power of being an open networker has pros and cons. So let's talk about the pros and we'll talk about the cons. The pros of being an open networker is actually visible on LinkedIn via the network statistics. So being an open networker is like this. The more people that you're connected with, the greater your ability to directly message one individual. I can connect with and message directly to 19,000 people. I'm 2 degrees away from getting an introduction with 5 million people, and I'm 3 degrees away from, meaning that I know somebody that knows somebody that knows these people, 17 million, for a total network reach of 23 million people. Most people's reach is going to focus in that 3 to 5 million range because they only have a couple hundred network connections. So as I increase my first degrees, that by default increases my third degrees, but it doesn't reach the full 120 million members of LinkedIn. So anybody outside of this third degree, I actually don't even see in my search results, nor would you. LinkedIn doesn't really tell us that. So what's interesting is that as we're going about our search processes on LinkedIn, LinkedIn has made some things available to recruiters that are not available to the average person. For about $700 to $800 a month, you can actually purchase a corporate account which works on an entirely different platform than LinkedIn does, and it shows you access to all 120 million people. That platform is derived off of an in-mail system, so you pay for every message that you make. So just so you know that that's out there. The value in having an open networking model is that you can reach pretty much a significant number of people for free, and you don't have to go through the paid efforts that LinkedIn requires you to otherwise, which is obviously got to be part of the reason why LinkedIn does not promote open networking. The downside to open networking is a tremendous amount of spam. If you look in my inbox, I get spammed quite consistently. I have a model for filtering it, but nonetheless, I still get the spam. I get invitations by a lot of people, 750 pending invitations at the moment from some promotional things that I have going on a LinkedIn magazine that we're launching. And then you'll see here that I get a lot of event promotions. I get just general spam opportunities because I'm in a lot of groups and because I'm an open networker, which means I've connected with a lot of people, probably a handful of which are fake profiles, which do exist, by the way. So this is one of the downsides. If you can create a system, and I've created a system in my Outlook, I have a dedicated email account for all of my LinkedIn communications that I have my assistant manage on a daily basis. They filter through the spam. Anything that's relevant gets forwarded to a different email box. Everything else she handles and takes care of, so I actually don't see it. So that's a good thing. I think that the open networking is valuable, and for me, and as a LinkedIn trainer and educator, I think that it's important for me to be an open networker and connect with people on LinkedIn as they're growing and learning. So that's my preference. Now, somebody in the Department of Defense space, which is one of our clients, that's not the same situation. They would prefer to be a closed network to the outside world, but an open network within the DoD space. So they have a partial open networker mindset and a partially closed mindset. That's probably most relevant for most businesses.